northwest of Spain, in a truly privileged place and in the center of the city of Lleida, rises the monumental complex of the hill of Seu Bella. Made up of different buildings, the Seu Bella or the Old Cathedral, the King's Castle or Suda, the military fortification that surrounds the entire enclosure, and various archaeological remains that helps us to understand the present. This complex is probably the symbol of the city. The cathedral, castle and fortress are declared cultural assets of national interest and form a unique and remarkable ensemble. It is a testimony of the remains of the Gothic neighborhood that, in medieval times, occupied the entire hill, but was destroyed in the 17th centuries in order to build a military fortress. The Seu Bella is defined as one of the finest artistic productions of medieval European architecture. This cathedral, which was surely built on the remains of an old mosque, was constructed between the late 12th and 15th centuries. Although it brought together the best artists and artisans from southern Europe, currently the lack of ornaments and the monochrome tones of its walls are surprising. Entering the complex and heading towards the cathedral, we are presented with the cloister. Built between the 11th and the 14th centuries, it is of spectacular dimensions and is considered one of the greatest of Gothic Europe. It has 4 very tall and wide galleries and 17 huge windows, richly decorated. It was built atypically, at the foot of the temple for the lack of space, which made it a magnificent place of welcome and reception, far from the position occupied by other cloisters. This originality was reinforced by the Southeast Gallery, exceptionally open to the city as a privileged viewpoint. And as a curiosity, did you know that of the 17 windows of the cloister, 15 are different? Only 2 are identical and placed one in front of the other. They are in the Southeast Gallery, the gallery that opens to the city. This awesome tour of this beautiful complex is only possible because of the filming permit that we were able to achieve. Usually, you are not allowed to film inside. That is why it really helps us when you subscribe and share this content, so we can bring you more amazing videos like this. The 11th century church is accessed from the cloister, through the doors of the Romanesque facade. The architectural detail of the door of the Portal Mayor is impressive. Upon entering, its nakedness is surprising, because sadly many of its ornaments were mutilated, burned and desecrated when the cathedral was turned into a military headquarters. This is because from the War of the Succession between 1701 and 1715, it was transformed into a military headquarters. To this military use, which lasted until 1948, we must add the concentration camps during the Spanish Civil War between 1936 and 1939. The church is in a Latin cross plan with 3 naves and a stepped head. The Romanesque and Gothic forms coexist together, although the Romanesque style dominates, especially in the capitals and doorway. It is really worth your time stopping and admiring the capitals. In the main apse is the tombstone, commemorating the placement of the foundation stone in the year 1203, and a set of mural paintings from the first third of the 15th century, with scenes from the life of Jesus and of Mary. This cathedral has different chapels built as private burial places. Special mention should be made to the chapel of St. Thomas. where the central representation of the Virgin and Child is combined with the decoration of intertwining Islamic influences, and the Requesens Chapel, whose restoration has allowed the highlight of delicate sculptural finishes. The visit to the cathedral is completed with an exterior walk, which begins at the Gothic Gate of the Apostles, the main facade of the cathedral, continuing through the doorway of the church, all of them in Romanesque style, and reaching the bell tower. The bell tower, a work that was completed in the middle of the 15th century, it is the undisputed symbol of the city and a visual reference from afar. At 60.6 meters in height, climbing to its top is possible thanks to a spiral staircase with 238 steps. According to ancient documents, 11 bells were in charge of announcing the holidays or the days of mourning. Today, only 2 are preserved: Silvestra from 1418 and Monica from 1486, the year in which the time sounds were also mechanized. Reaching the top of the tower may be an arduous task, but it offers spectacular views of the complex and of the entire city. Strolling through the walled enclosure corresponding to the military fortification, we head towards the King's Castle, or La Suda. It was one of the traveling residences of the various monarchs of the Crown of Aragon. Later on, it became one of the most important civilian buildings in the city. Today, only the former court hall is preserved, where James I the Conqueror was crowned king at only 6 years old. On this hill in the heart of Lleida shines this monumental set of the Turó de la Seu Vella that makes us relive the history from medieval times to the modern ones. My name is Alex Moraras. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, share, and definitely subscribe to watch more amazing videos like this before you come to Spain.